ZBB, zero-based budgeting. This often happens in a down market. The economy is bad. Companies trying to figure out how to cut costs. They don't want each department to say, well, it cost us $1 million to run our apartment last year. We'll cut 5%. It'll cost us $950,000. They say, start at zero and validate why every dollar you spend makes sense. So instead of taking your previous year's budget and either going up or down from that budget, in a zero-based budgeting environment, you need to go down to zero and rebuild your department from the floor and explain every dollar spent from zero. It's time-consuming. It creates bad will. It's a lot of negatives to it, but sometimes companies, when their backs are to the wall, will use zero-based budgeting as a way to reduce costs to a bare bones level. Yes, sir. It's not done that often. It's done when you need to, really. It might be done in it, if you're in a department that needs to be re-engineered, and the company at the higher level says, we really need to re-engineer that piece of the business. The first step is to ask the managers of that business to start at zero and figure out how you could do your business better. If you just go off of the previous year's budget, you're not going to have much incentive to do major re-engineering. This enforces that. Yeah, it's a painful process, so it's not something you want to do every year.
Is that also the bottoms up method of budgeting? Say, for example, if you don't have a set budget in the beginning, you're building from the ground up?
Yes, that would be. So if you're starting a company, yeah, you would start at zero, and you have to build that budget from the ground up at that point, and you do zero-based budgeting. So either it's a new company or it's a company that wants to really rethink the way it's doing part of its business or its entire business. We'll do this. Activity-based budgeting, I mentioned, is the process of matching the budgets, particularly for your overhead costs, to the various activities that you would have in an activity-based accounting environment. I talked about responsibility.